Yes, people. We're back again on the finished article with all things football. As the title says, we're going to be talking about Ronaldo. It was going to be Fergie time, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It's Ronaldo. It doesn't matter whether it's on all things football or Fergie time. I got a bit ahead of myself. I got a bit excited, and I forgot to change it to Fergie time. I apologize to the co-host for that before he gets on because he's going to give me bare grief for it. But we're back. We're on all things football / Fergie time. I'll call it both. We're talking about Ronaldo coming back to Manchester, and I don't mean Manchester City. I mean Manchester United. Let me bring my boy Shazad on, and we'll get cracking on this, bro. Let's get cracking. Yes, Shaz, I saw your message. Apologies. I know it's supposed to be Fergie time, and I know you're going to kick my ass later when you see me on Sunday, but it's all good, bro.
I'm only messing, man. Either way, it was going to happen. But absolutely brilliant news. I'll be honest with you. You know what, Shaz, and to all the viewers, I've been very excited today after hearing this news.
this guy has been bouncing off the wall.
Shaz messaged me saying he's coming. I'm like, nah, it's not happening, bro. Don't mess with me, bro. Don't do this to me on Friday, bro. I know it's Juma, but it's too much excitement for one day. But before we get into it, thank you very much for everyone that's tuning in. As always, Shaz, do the honors and bring up the banners. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the love and support. We are on the race to 200 now, so a big, massive thank you to those that have helped us get to 100 subscribers. We will be doing the 100 subscriber redraw on Sunday with myself and Shaz just at the United game or just after or just before. We'll let you know. But tune in for that.
You'll see us on before the game or after the game. It doesn't matter when, but we'll be doing that draw on Sunday.
Obviously, definitely. and the last bit of news, we got a fantasy football Premier League draw here. All things a finished article. So definitely hit up that invite code there to join, and you must be subscribed to the channel as well as the league in order to win prizes. So if you're just in the league but not subscribed, unfortunately, we can't count you as a winner in the league. So please do subscribe. As always, the love and support you give us.
Yeah, I mean, it will be a shame if someone wins the league or wins the monthly prize and then we can't give it to them because they're not subscribed to the channel. And it's not just going to be we announce that you've won and then you subscribe to the channel, because we can see most of the subscriptions and we'll know most of the people that are in that list. I mean, Shaz has got the list of people, I've got the list of people, and I can match that right now to the subscription list, so I know if you're subscribed or not. So you can't pull that wool over us, people. It's not going to work.
No, that's true. That's true.
But Shaz, I'll let you kick off because you've been really excited today, bro. I mean, since I told you this afternoon or this morning, bro,
I don't know.
Absolutely buzzing. I'm not nowhere of a lie, people. This guy, it seemed like he was high on something. Maybe he had too much caffeine, maybe too much Red Bull while he was at work. But this guy was bouncing, people.
So I had a busy start to the morning. I thought it was just going to be a normal Friday. Once I've done work, Shaz will be like, what we're doing for podcast. Next thing, Shaz sends me a screenshot. I kid you not, I'm in the middle of a meeting and Shaz says me, he says Ronaldo's coming. No, Ronaldo's apparently got Man City. I'm like, nah, bro, he ain't got Man City. Then he goes, oh, Ronaldo's going to Man United. Sends me a tweet, and I'm like, Shaz, don't do this to me, bro. Don't play with my emotions. Don't toy with me right now. Next thing, the news unfolds, and I'm messaging Shaz back and forth. We're going back and forth. We're like we're hyped up, and CR7 come back. But you know what? This line's better.
City got done. Right. So there is something that you've just mentioned there, bro, that I do want to quickly touch on, because we spoke about this on the phone where after we both finished work, that yes, Ronaldo it's very likely now that he's coming back to Manchester. If it's not a done deal, it probably will be in the next 24 hours, right? But we spoke about it because he's always known as CR7. His shirt number is always 7 since he left United, and even when he was at United, he had the number 7 shirt, right? Now, there's a dilemma because Cavani's got the number 7 shirt at United right now. Sancho's waiting for the number 7 shirt. Once Cavani leaves, Sancho is supposed to be getting it. But now Ronaldo's come back into the mix. Is he going to take that number 7 shirt from Cavani? Because if you ask me, Ronaldo's a big star. He's a big player. And if he doesn't get his number, I'm sorry to say, but he's going to make an issue of it that he wants that number.
So let me answer that question. So I'm glad you brought that up. So after we spoke about it this afternoon, I watched an article on Sky Sports News, and they were talking about exactly this topic. So it was almost like deja vu. So basically, Damesh Seft, Sky Sports presenter.
Oh yeah, I know him. I've seen him. I think I watched this as well myself.
Yeah,
actually.
Exactly. So basically, as always, CR7 is synonymous with Ronaldo, but Man United would have to apply for a special dispensation, or Cavani somehow leaves the club, which isn't going to happen. For that,
said Cavani's staying for the time being.
Cavani's staying. So I don't think it's going to happen. The suspensions, the circumstances.
Because you're saying that, does that mean they've already registered Cavani as their number 7 for this season? Correct, because Cavani hasn't played a game yet, so maybe they could turn around and say he's not played, so can we switch his number? If Cavani is okay, but the main point here, Shaz, is Cavani willing to give up that number 7 for Ronaldo? Because Cavani's a great number 7. Since Ronaldo's left, that number 7 shirt has been to different people. But no one's Valencia, no one's scored double digits, bro.
No, they haven't.
Besides Cavani, Cavani's the first number 7 to score double digits since I think Valencia left.
Correct, yeah. So what I think will happen is that Cavani will keep number 7. They are planning to play Cristiano in the number 9 role this season anyway. I think next season he'll get the shirt. I don't think he'll get it this season.
Isn't Martial our number 9 though? And he's already played games with that number 9 shirt. I know what you think of Martial, but that's not the point, bro. He's not. You can't take that number 9 off him because he's definitely registered as well.
No, not number 9.
So Ronaldo's going to have.
He's not going to take the number 9 shirt. So number 9 being the position.
I get that. So
yeah, no, you're right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When Ronaldo started at United, he wasn't the number 7. He had a different number, didn't he? What number did he actually start with at United? I can't actually remember, bro.
I will just check for you now. You carry on. I'll let you know.
Because I've got a feeling he's going to go back to that number and take that number. And then maybe next season he gets number 7. And then when he leaves, Sancho gets number 7.
So interestingly enough, I'm just having a look at this.
Yes.
And it says that CR7 returning for a second spell. Numbers available to Ronaldo currently are 12, 15, and 24. It's just what I've read. It just depends.
But what number did he originally have when he started at United, like the first time?
Good question. That is something I need to check.
I'm trying to find it as well. So if I've got number 28.
28, yeah.
He wore the number 28 shirt when he broke into the club from Sporting back in 22-23 season. 02-03 season.
Yeah.
So who's on? Do we have a number 28?
I'm sure someone will have it.
I'm guessing it's one of the youth players, bro. No, it looks like it's still free, so it looks like realistically that's the number he's going to take. So yeah, like I said, he's going to go back to that, and then he'll take the number 7 shirt like he did before when he was at United. Which I think is a great idea. I mean, fair enough, he can't have number 7. I think if it was earlier in the season and we hadn't registered the numbers, Ronaldo would have been after that number 7 from Cavani. Big up, Ryan. Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for the comment, bro. It'd be good to get your thoughts on this, bro, because I know you don't really like Man United. Yeah, there you go. He's already on it. Ronaldo is nowhere near the player he was. He's not. I'm not going to say he's still the same player he was 10 years ago when he was at Real Madrid. He's not. He's 36 years old. He's had a good career, and I think he can still add to Manchester United. Obviously, he's still a great player. He's not the best. I don't think he's the player like he was back in 7-8 years ago when he was at Madrid. I don't think he's that player anymore, but I think he's still more than capable of playing at the highest level in the Premier League, and I think he'll do well at United.
But you know the funny thing is, and I'm glad you brought this up. So last week we revealed that Messi had gone to PSG. So Messi's ended
No
up
way.
in a farmers league, if I have to put it that way.
Yeah,
Ronaldo's
bro.
ended up
I think everyone would agree with you that the League One in France is like a
is
farmers
below
league,
average.
man.
Is below
And
average.
that's why Mbappe wants to leave, innit? He doesn't want to be playing with farmers, innit? He wants to be
No, but
playing
you know
with
the funny thing
big
about
stars.
Mbappe, and I know we're jumping topics, but Mbappe leaving means that Haaland might be going to PSG. There's a rumor I've heard.
That's a possibility because they do need someone there.
Yeah, they do need.
But Rayan's got another comment here, bro. Even Flawless ain't happy with this signing.
Oh
I
wow.
had a feeling that Flawless won't be happy about it because at first I was 50-50 on it, right? I'll be honest, man. I was really 50-50. I didn't know how to react to the news because as a United fan, you hear this every season. Oh, Ronaldo's coming back to United. United are looking to sign Ronaldo again. Every season since he's left United, that's all I've heard. And when I heard it this morning, I looked at my phone and I thought, not this again. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm like, this is 12 years in a row now. I think it,
let it go. Let it go.
the joke's over in it. It's 12 years old now, so let's leave it. But then I read more into it and I watched Sky News, and then I was reading more and more articles on it. I'm like, you know what? This looks like it's an actual possibility this year. And I was like, am I happy about this or am I not? Now, I'm really happy about it because Ronaldo has since he was a United player, since he broke into the United team, he's always been my favorite player.
Yeah,
Regardless
correct.
of what club he was at, he's always been my favorite player. And to have him back at the team I support, I'm always going to be happy. Now, the only thing I'm anxious about is can he still perform at that level that people are going to expect from him at United? And I posted this on my Facebook. I thought, look, I don't want Ronaldo to come back to United and tarnish or ruin his legacy that he's had at
Yeah,
United by having bad seasons and bad performances, because that's not what we want to remember him as a United player. We want to remember him from them glory days under Fergie. We don't want to remember him from coming back and having a bad spell at United.
correct.
Bruno's stats are going down now. No more penalties. I disagree with that. Yes, I don't think he'll be taking the penalties. I agree with that part of it, but I don't think his stats will go down. I think if anything, his stats for assists will go up because he'll be assisting Ronaldo more. Goal wise, maybe his stats will drop because obviously the penalties that he gets, obviously he's not going to be able to convert them because he's not going to be taking them.
It's double trouble, eh? It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Takes
I think Ronaldo
Bruno
coming back to United is a win-win. But
win-win.
I get why certain people wouldn't be happy with it, like Flawless. I understand why people wouldn't be happy.
What's Flawless's beef with it? Just out of interest, if you know.
I honestly, I've not spoke to Flawless, to be fair, and I've not watched any of the Sarcasm City shows yet. I'll probably catch up on them after this, before I go to sleep. But I'm guessing he's just not happy because United are building this team. United have built this team of youngsters. They've built this team that has a lot of potential. And then out of nowhere, within 24 hours, we've just signed Ronaldo, who, in all honesty, Ronaldo is bigger than any club. He is a star figure and he's bigger than any club that he goes to. It's when he's when he's in your squad, it's Ronaldo and Manchester United. It's not Manchester United and Ronaldo. It's the other way around because he's that big of a player. He's that big of a figure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Flawless thinks it's not a necessary signing, done purely for PR, and should have focused on signing a DM.
I agree with that. That's one thing that my mate was
I knew
messaging
Shaz
me.
was going to agree with that as soon as I read it.
You know what? I'm glad. I'm glad, Ryan, you brought that from.
It is a good point, though. It isn't a necessary signing for United because it's not necessarily that United need.
You look at both ways. So Ronaldo coming back is good, but also when you think about priority wise, I have said this all along. We needed a defensive midfielder. I know Shaz doesn't like Declan
I
Rice.
disagree with that.
He doesn't
No,
think it.
not just because you're saying Declan Rice, bro. I disagree that we need a defensive midfielder. That's what I disagree with.
We do
But
because you
obviously,
saw.
Declan Rice is a whole different story. I don't even like him,
Okay, but
as you already
we do
know.
need a defensive midfielder because Matic hasn't got the legs. Fred, we saw what he did
Fred
last
makes too many
season.
mistakes, but McTominay is young, and I think
And
given a
McTominay is
chance, he
injured
can
right
do
now.
that role.
McTominay is injured at the moment, so he's
No, I
recovering.
understand that, but as a defensive midfielder, I think he plays really well.
No, he does.
Oh
But
dear, here we go. Sol's here. Sol's dropping comments here. 480k a week for a Finnish 37-year-old. I don't think he's getting 480k a week. I heard it was more like 300,000 a week that Ronaldo are getting. Unless that was wrong information, I don't actually know how much he's getting. But 480 for Ronaldo per week, that is a lot of money. But as Shaz said earlier to you, Sol, I'd rather pay Ronaldo close to 500k a week than Sanchez.
yeah,
Because we were paying Sanchez, what, £450,000 a week or something? That was ridiculous. Because
it was,
Sancho at Arsenal was a brilliant player, but Sanchez.
yeah.
Sanchez at Arsenal was a brilliant player, right? But at United, he was a flop. And I didn't even want him at United. I'll be honest with you. I just didn't think he was the type of player that United needed at the time.
Nah, so thank you very much for the comment and I appreciate the love and support. But as I said before, you know the drill, bro.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
it's a PR signing. It
It
is
is
literally
definitely.
done. It's literally done to try and appease the fans. This is what
Right.
the Glazers are doing. So we're all still Glazers out because what they're trying to do is
100%
kind of
I'm
placate
Glazier's out, fam.
fans. But Ronaldo coming back, even if it's temporary, I mean, you know what? I'll take it because it's a win-win. It's a good for Greenwood. Hashtag Glazers out.
Like,
You know the
this is
deal.
what I
Yeah,
mentioned to you earlier in it, Shaz. Was it you that I mentioned it to? It might have been someone else I mentioned it to. Having Ronaldo back isn't just good for Ronaldo. It's it's good for the youth. It's good for the Mason Greenwood. It's good for Martial. It's good for Rashford, and even the younger players that are in the reserves, like the Zidane Iqbal and other players like that, because
yeah.
they're going to learn so much from watching Ronaldo in training and training with him and playing with him in training. And I think that's why it's a good move. Not just because he's going to be at Manchester United, but he's going to be there for the younger players to learn from. And to be able to learn from Ronaldo as a young player, it's probably a dream come true.
It's a win-win. You got Cavani on one side, you got Ronaldo the other side.
Sol's put another comment up, Shaz. What are both your expectations this season? I'll let you answer yours first, Shaz. I'll let you go with yours first.
So you want my fairyland expectations?
No,
We
no.
should
I want your realistic expectations, bro. It has to be realistic.
okay.
You
I don't
can't say United are now going to win the treble because we've signed Ronaldo.
no. I
That's not
don't.
how this works.
As I said to Saul before, and I'll say it to everybody that's tuning in. I still don't think that makes United favourites to win the Premier League, Champions League, or
But
the other cups. I
no,
think realistic ambitions for me is probably still finishing close to Man City because they are the team to beat this season.
mm-hmm.
Champions League, I would like to see us get close. I.e., semi-finals is probably a minimum expectation based on the squad. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
it for me. I don't think we'll win the title. Being honest.
No, of course. For me, I'd like us to be there or thereabouts at the end of the season, challenging for the title. Can we win it? In football, anything can happen. I mean, Leicester won it, Blackburn Rovers won it one season years back. But obviously, we're bigger than them two clubs. But that's an example that anything can happen in football. With the squad that we've got and with the players that we've got, I feel that we have got a chance to win. But my personal opinion is that we will either be finishing second or third. Expectation wise, from everybody else and probably the club, probably first. Champions League wise, I'd expect us to at least get past the group stages. And like you said, expectation wise, most likely will be semi final or final for the club. Cup wise, FA Cup, League Cup, we're probably just going to leave the FA Cup to Arsenal, Sol, because that's your cup in it.
Yeah.
a League Cup. I don't think whether we win the League Cup or not, it matters. Jumping on to the next question. If you fail to achieve that, does Ole deserve the sack? If United don't win the Champions League or the Premier League, Ole needs to be sacked.
Yeah.
If we win an FA Cup or the League Cup, that doesn't matter to me because those aren't they're good trophies to win, obviously to bolster your cabinet up, but you need to be winning a Premier League or a Champions League to have a successful season, especially with a squad like we've got, man.
Especially like as Shaz has said, yes, it's early in the season, but now basically Ollie has the squad to go out and win things. Whether he does that from a tactical perspective is a different story.
The thing is, Shaz, I'm going to add to this. So without Ronaldo, there was expectations for United to do well this season, right? But now that we're signing Ronaldo, the expectation and the pressure on Solskjaer has magnified or magnitude times 10 or whatever, bro, because you've just signed one of the best players in the world. He wins trophies every season near enough. And now that you've got him, you're expected to win trophies. And not just the FA Cup or the League Cup. I'm talking Premier League and Champions League. And that pressure is now on Solskjaer to deliver those trophies, or at least one of them to United. And if he doesn't, especially now that we've signed Ronaldo, I feel if he doesn't win either one of those, he's getting sacked at the end of the season. Even though he's just signed a new 4-year deal with United, if he can't win with this squad, like you said, he needs to leave United. Let someone else with more experience come in. Maybe go away from United. Get more experience as a manager away from United, and maybe come back towards 7-8 years down the line, 10 years down the line, or whatever. But right now, Solskjaer, I don't think is the right person for the job. And that's just the way that I feel because of the way he went through last season. Cheers, Sol. I appreciate that. Fair enough. I hope you win nothing. Good evening. That's harsh, man. But I mean, I just told you that we're going to leave the FA Cup for you, and now you're saying you wish we win nothing, bro.
So, bro, let me tell you something, so don't hide behind the keyboard, bro. We got plenty of time to talk, bro. Bring your
to be fair, Shaz, I think Sol would actually say this to us face to face as well. I'm sure he said similar when we saw him.
What he's done is he's come out on the world and said on the podcast this. So I'm gonna say, Sol, bring your ass on the show, bro. Let's get it on.
I'll send you an invite right now. If you say you'll come on, I'll send it you right now, and we'll get you on the show.
Jump on, bro. You can jump on. These are
get yourself on, bro. Get yourself on.
These Londoners ain't got the balls to jump on, bro. I'll tell you right now. Man lives in the north, yet supports a London club.
Damn.
Enough said, bro.
But yeah, Shaz, I know you were excited this afternoon when we were talking about Ronaldo. And obviously, even before this, we were looking at going out to some games, but this is added pressure onto that. Not pressure, but it's added to that now. I definitely want to get to a game, especially to see one of my favorite players, whether it's at the end of his career or at his peak. I still want to see him live before he retires, man. And I think this is a great chance now he's back at United to do that.
No, it's true. Even if it's for a couple of years.
Sol said, one day, inshallah, he'll be on the show. Inshallah, bro, you'll be on now. I'm gonna drag you on one day. I'm gonna come to your house and just drag you on if you.
No, one day we're gonna be chilling together and we're just gonna go live with the podcast there and then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it from my phone while Sol's there talking to us about football in it. That's the only way we're gonna get him on realistically, innit?
Let's be honest. That's true. Big up to Sol for the support.
No, I appreciate you tuning in though, Sol. I really do, man. But final thoughts on this, Shaz. What are your expectations from Ronaldo?
Bro, I'm not gonna set much expectation because I think we need to be realistic that we need to let the hype die down because what's gonna happen is everyone's gonna go crazy. Yeah, Ronaldo hat trick.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the hype behind it, bro, was I was just looking at tickets for United today, and I couldn't even get on the website. The servers were unavailable because people were ramming the servers. And
I couldn't believe it. You told me
when I actually did get into the queue, I was like 17,000 in the queue, or even higher than that. Just because Ronaldo's signing, tickets are going to go quick, people. So if you actually do want to get to your United game, you're going to have to be even quicker than you were before to get to it. I was looking at going to the West Ham game in the Carabao Cup, 22nd of September. I know you said it was 21st. Based on Google and BBC, it says 21st, but the United website itself actually shows 22nd.
Yeah, maybe it's...
So I've decided to hang fire and find out when it actually is before I get the tickets, man. But yeah, me and you, Shaz, we're definitely going to get down to a game. We'll do some live videos or make some videos whilst we're at the stadium before the game, halftime, and after, and get them up on here on the channel. And maybe we'll do an episode from the car just after the game to give our thoughts on the game.
Sounds good, man. Look forward to it.
If there's anybody who's watching the channel who's from Manchester, if you want to get to a game and you've got no one to go with, drop us a message. If we're going, you can always come along with us. Don't mind other Man United fans coming with us. I mean, I don't mind linking up with other people who are doing podcasts like Flawless and people like that to go to a game. It'd be good to get a group of people together. I think the atmosphere will be better and the banter will be good. So if there's anybody out there that wants to go to games, give us a shout. We'll go with you. We'll meet you there. Whatever. We'll make plans. Let's do it.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. But we will definitely be covering more on this topic in the next days to come because, as Shaz has said, he's still got his medical to go. So we will be covering that.
And another thing that I wanted to cover, right? I mean, you mentioned it to me that he's actually in Portugal, not Italy. Now, I thought this was quite weird because he signed at Juve and Juve are playing games and he played their last game.
So
he came off the bench, but I know obviously he's said that he doesn't want to play for Juve anymore. He wants to leave.
Did you not hear what
that's
he said?
Why he's gone home.
So you know what he said to Max Allegri yesterday? He goes, I don't want to play for Juve anymore. Max Allegri said, okay, I'm not including you in the squad. Today he comes in, breaking news. Ronaldo doesn't want to play anymore. Says goodbye, 40 minutes, bounces on a private jet all the way to Portugal. Next thing you know, Shaz is telling me that Man City have bottled it again. And I'm like, okay. Well, what are you doing?
Do you know what? Man City first missed out on Messi this season, right? And because they signed Jack Grealish as a panic buy. And now they've missed out on Ronaldo. They've just missed out on two of the best players in the world.
Well, they were supposed to go for Harry Kane. They couldn't even get that done.
Oh, man. It's just mad. So they bottled it with Messi. They bottled it with Harry Kane. They bottled it with Ronaldo, and one of their players is now in prison.
Benjamin Mendy.
Benjamin Mendy's in prison or he's in custody, allegedly for sexual offences.
Wow.
4 counts, not just one. 4 counts, bro.
Enough said, bro. Enough said.
That's just crazy. Obviously, I don't want to speak too much on it because they are just accusations at the moment. I don't think, obviously, they've done a full investigation. He's just been taken into custody for questioning, but it's mad. It's just mad.
Well, that's true.
I appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate Rayan leaving the comments. I appreciate Sol leaving the comments. Appreciate everyone else that tuned in and watched, and the people still watching now. This was a special episode on Ronaldo coming back to Manchester. It was supposed to be over on Fergie time, and I accidentally put it on All Things Football, but hey, that's just me. But we will be back in about 10, maybe 15 minutes with another video reviewing the Europa League draw. So stay. If you want to go grab yourself a drink, grab yourselves a coffee or tea, grab us some snacks, and get ready for that. We'll be back in about 5, maybe 10 minutes. So until then, peeps, stay safe and we'll see you soon.
Take it easy, guys.